Hey everybody, welcome back to Hockeybar. Today is Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday in America, but we're talking about hockey, not football. So let's get right to it. So our only news part is some outstanding work done yesterday by the Winnipeg Jets against the Anaheim Ducks. Pretty bad game to be a Duck or Ducks fan, definitely. But if you're a Jets fan, it was quite fun to watch, I'm sure. So the Jets scored 9, 6 in the first period, so that's rough. Now that I think about it, either 5 or 6, I don't remember exactly, so I apologize. But could you imagine the stress on the Ducks bench? So they took out John Gibson after 6 goals, put in their backup Johnson. Didn't do did better, but didn't solve the problem. Ducks can only come up with 3 by themselves, and for the Jets, there was a lot of work done. So Kopp, Lemieux, Wheeler, and Myers all scored a goal. And Brian Little scored 2, and Roslovic got a hat trick. So good time was had by all, I'm sure, on the Jets bench. So the Ducks have been kind of moseying their way through, trying to get something done. Hasn't been working well for them. I don't suppose any new thing is going to happen for them, so hopefully something happens soon. The Ducks are starting to fall behind, and if they want to make a playoff run, they got to start figuring it out. So now moving on, our game to watch today is the Bruins and Capitals. So I don't think either of these teams played yesterday, but I think they've definitely both had games since break. So the Bruins are still top of the Atlantic Division, not the very top though, because obviously Tampa Bay and Toronto taking up the 1-2 spot. So the Capitals are still struggling along. Don't know what's going on with them. Lately, even before the break, still having some trouble. They lost their last game by 1, I think. So we got to get the offense going. There's nothing to it. I mean, the Jets, or not the Jets, my apologies. The Capitals don't have, they do possess a good goaltending roster, because Copley is okay as a backup. He's kind of what you expect from a backup. And of course, Holtby is one of the best goalies in the league. So you would expect something would change, but the Capitals kind of haven't been giving as much support as I think they should. They've been changing up lines, trying to get something to work. So hopefully something does work eventually. Capitals are definitely a team you want to see. Now moving on to stats. Yesterday, the Lightning won, and Kucherov also hit the 80-point mark for this season. So 20 more to 100. There's still a lot of season to go. He also got an assist, so now he's at 58 assists. Now, speaking of the Capitals, hopefully it happens. Ovechkin's still at 37 goals. Hopefully he gets another. And then Giordano has a plus 31 with Calgary. They're playing today against Carolina, I believe. And now moving on to goalies. Robin Lehner of the Islanders had another good game yesterday. Kept his .202 goals against average. And his save percentage went up to 93.2. So, good for him. But not so good for this next guy, Marc-Andre Fleury. Had a rough game yesterday. He did not get the win. Definitely not. But he did his job. Just came up short. So he's still at 27 wins and 6 shutouts, leading that. So nothing to be disappointed in, but kind of a rough game. You got to bounce back from those. So now, speaking of which, I want to say thank you guys for watching this episode. I know it was another short one, but there's nothing really to report. The news was kind of slow today. So hopefully we got more coming in this week. So if you're new, do make sure you hit the subscribe button. We do this daily. So if you're definitely interested, please do hit the subscribe button. We'd love to see it. And I want to say thank you guys for watching this episode, and we'll see you this week. See you guys.